everyone, welcome to New House Daily, where I look at every single house that's come on the market today, pick my favorite, and tell you why. So today I actually looked at 131 different houses that came on the market in Los Angeles County, and I came up with my pick, and it is 4782 Glenalbyn Drive in Mount Washington. Well, if you couldn't tell, I'm a big fan of mid-century, but there's a lot of things that make this particular mid-century that I chose today different than the one yesterday in Bel Air. This one's up in Mount Washington. I love Mount Washington. It's just a wonderful, hilly, woodsy area. It's close to a lot of different things, whether you want to hop on the 110 or the 2. It's kind of just this own, it's its own community of like tree houses, basically. It has very, old school artist community vibe. I really like that. And you do get a lot of excellent mid-century up there. And obviously you get mid-century hillside homes too, because it's very vertical, it's very hilly overall. This is a really cool house. First of all, I love the wood character in it overall. You've got basically 4 different shades that are happening throughout the house. And you might think that's a little mismatchy, but I actually think it really works and it really brings a lot of warmth to the house. I mean, you've got these darker wood beams, then you've got this really beautiful, lighter, brushed wood that's in between, horizontal, going perpendicular. And then you've got the beautiful wood trim on pretty much the windows, the doors, really highlighting a lot of different features throughout the house. And then the floors, they look excellent as well. I love that it's a split level and that it's a really useful split level. So, you've got 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom upstairs, and you've got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms downstairs. From the exterior, it's got those really beautiful kind of mid-century lines. The brown and cream color scheme is not necessarily the most interesting, but I do love that they got the big bright orange door, and they even have the orange railings on the side too, kind of helps differentiate it. Look, it's super green. I mean, you can see from the landscaping in the front, it's, there's kind of just, trees that are kind of coming over so that the walk up to it is nice and shaded. I think it's really cool because you can kind of see how the layout kind of flows through really nicely. You open up into that big living room, into the dining room, into the kitchen. The kitchen's like a pass-through kitchen. I like that they've kept the old cabinetry there. A lot of different rooms in the house also seem to open up to the deck. I believe there's 2 different decks. There should be one on the top and one on the bottom as well. Super pretty. Where is it? Yeah, so some of the old appliances probably maybe need to put some new appliances in. I actually really like the white tile that's in the kitchen, and I also like that they've kept the old tile, that kind of orange tile in the laundry area. That's really excellent. Now the bedrooms, probably going to need to remove that carpet. that's just my thing. Although, to be honest with you, I've been speaking with some people who've been talking about how they really actually enjoy carpet in the bedroom, and that basically, like, if there isn't carpet, they're gonna have to throw down a rug anyway. So, as long as it's nice carpet, like, who knows? Maybe carpet's totally coming back. I don't know. But, my personal opinion, it's not my favorite. What I do love, though, oh my gosh, in that bathroom with, like, the big push-out bay windows that are right next to the bathtub, and of course it's just like hillside and green views, that go all the way out. That's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. The master walks out onto the patio as well. Easy to open up those doors with just the screen and get today, like that, the weather would be gorgeous. You'd just be getting fantastic airflow throughout the entire house. I love that they have that classic mid-century circular globe of a light fixture. I certainly appreciate that. Yeah, there is indeed two separate balconies, lower level and upper level. And yeah, you're just basically looking out towards the mountains, the greenery. Super pretty. One thing that I don't often bring up, but since I have photos of the garage, a lot of old houses in LA, you go into the garage and you're like, ooh, is this even like safe? Is this gonna fall down on me? And so, like, one of the things I've become like really particular about is looking at the garage and making sure it's in good condition. From what I can tell, it does seem quite clean. Obviously, everybody should be checking for termites if there's a lot of wood in the garage, but there's a combination of concrete and wood, and it looks clean and well maintained. So it'd be a really cool space to do. It looks like it's deep enough to still park cars and have some additional working space in the back, or turn the whole thing into a workspace. Although I would say, a lot of times in Mount Washington, depending on the size of the street, you might want to have at least one car off the street. So being able to have that dedicated garage space is actually quite nice. And this isn't, and actually, if you look at this from the front, sometimes when you get into those really hilly areas, they have super steep driveways down or super vertical driveways. And you look at some of these and you're like, oh my gosh, am I gonna need a freaking lifted truck to get into this thing? Am I gonna need a Jeep to even get into my own garage? This one's nice because even though it's on a pretty steep portion of the hill, it's been nicely leveled off, so you're just whoop, right on there into the garage. Yeah, and I love the area too. A lot of people don't give Mount Washington enough credit for its really fantastic elementary school. Mount Washington Elementary, pretty well known in that area as quite a good school. So, gosh, if you want to feel like you've got a mid-century tree house, this ticks all of those boxes. And it's got plenty of space. It's still getting 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms out of, 1,200, little over 1,200 square feet. So that's really nice. And gosh, honestly, up there, it is super quiet. If you've never walked around the area, I go to Mount Washington often. It's one of my favorite areas, neighborhoods in Los Angeles. It's super quiet up there. It really does feel like this mountainous artist community. So definitely love it for that. So there you go, 4782 Glenalbyn Drive just came on the market. I have a feeling that this one's probably gonna go pretty fast. It's a pretty cool house, and you've got a lot of people who look for that well-preserved architecture. And this one really kind of keeps a lot of those architectural details. So I think this is actually gonna fit the bill for a lot of people. So there you go, hope you had a blast. I like to mention this at the end of my videos, but if this is the year where you think you might want to buy your first house, I'd love to chat, love to tell you a little bit about how that might work during coronavirus. It's kind of an interesting time, but things are definitely moving forward. I've been writing offers, have written a couple over the past few weeks. So yeah, and showings are happening. Of course, it's just, obviously with particular procedures in place to make sure everybody's staying safe, but otherwise things are chugging along really nicely. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed the schoolhouse.